Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fissner from Inte.Team, from this business. I've added with my team, yes, here in the electronics repair parts. If you don't like animations, you can switch them off. But if no, something will fly here on the left. You scroll down, yes, and look, we've added this. I want to learn electronics. This is a free version, okay? There are certain discrepancies and things that might not work as they should. So what it is that real-life physics and real-life processes in electronics might be with something off, okay? This is a first version, so I just don't want to promise you that it will work perfectly. You've got three sections. You've got block diagram, schematics lab, and modules lab, yes? Here's by the level, so power supply, beginner, you see, and here on the left you can connect it. Now you can do zoom in, zoom out with your mouse scroll and or Control plus on the keyboard. I didn't build it for mobile devices, just to make it obvious, yes? So we've got wiring guide, 1 out of 5. You cannot move those. When you move all simultaneously, yes? So no power, power in. So we've got power bank here. USB 5 volt to LDO VI in, yes? So VIN here, voltage in, yes? DC positive. So you just grab it, hold it, and drop it, and then it's showing you a progress. The same for the ground, USB ground. You see USB this ground to LDO ground, yes? So here, so the same is. This has hover effect, so if you use your mouse, and you hover over certain areas when it's not connected, and hold it, then it will show you longer. I don't know if I've done it for that as well. Okay, so good. So you see, I was doing it and it was really late, and then it's impossible to remember everything what you've done after testing, number of times you remember it, but if you don't test it so many times, then that's why there are errors, yes. So that's power in section complete, yes. Now step complete, so we've got step 2. Now it's 3.3 volt rail. You've got LDO 3.3 volt through the resistor. Now LDO, if you wouldn't know, is a voltage regulator, okay? So we've got 3.3 to the resistor. And why it's so? It's and then the same for the ground, yes? Oh, sorry. LED cathode. So LED cathode here on this side, yes? And then LED resistor out to LED anode, yes? So when you hover it and you hold it and you wait, it will show you anode. In purpose, I remember I've set up the delay time, yes? We can close it. And you can see that it's lining up, it's all wired. Now the rest, it's more advanced, so I won't be showing you. You can pick another module, yes. That's with a banana. That's a bit, funny. When you connect it all, yes. And here 3.3. So you've got those it will be more grounds, and the grounds will be interconnected, so we will have trouble to connect them. To connect them all, I would have to follow this, yes. So LED needs to be on the out. IR receiver need to be on the 3.3. Yes, LDO 3.3, that makes sense. I should read first and then do. LDO ground to IRX. RX, that's mean receiver. TX, that's mean transmitter. And you've got transceivers as well, yes? So you need to learn about it. So LDOs, this ground has to be connected with IRX ground, yes, which makes sense. Okay, so those 3 steps are done. Now LED cathodes to the ground, yes, so this cathode has to go to the ground. So if you will connect it with this, for instance, it might not show you that it's connected. okay? If you will connect it with this one, it might not show you that it's connected, so you need to connect it with a valid ground like this, yes? Now again, if I'll close it, okay, you can control the brightness here. It should work. As you see, some things are working, some things are not working, yes? So that's what I mean. It's, you know, there are still things which I need to correct, and I will correct them over the times, but we're waiting on the, that's part of the pro modules, just to show you, just to give you an idea. It's a lot of logic, and I thought Claude will be, from Anthropics, will be capable of delivering it, and actually no, you need to think through the logic beforehand, and it's really complex, and it's using a lot of credits. So it's, you know, it's really not something that you want to do unless you want to just spend money and a lot of time. Like, small errors sometimes cost you few hours of corrections, yes? So that's mean a lot of credits, yes? And in that case, you know, it's not worth just to do it, yes? You need to have either profit from it, because then you need to host it and so on. So yeah, it's not easy. That's why we create it for our apprentices. We don't create it just for general public, like full package, yes? Because we want to have all power supplies here created, and then we want to do the audio modules as well, and then troubleshooting, yes? So it's like really big project in general. So now what you see is IR beam, yes? Infrared beam is not pointing from the right way. That's IR LED, yes? So those things are those, you know, things that I need to correct, but that's just for you to show. You see now it finally, oh, it detected here. Why? Because it should be here, yes? So it's a mistake. And why do we need banana? Just so that we know that when this one reaches the IR detection, yes, you can block it, and when you block it, LED is dimmed, yes, it's completely gone actually. So yeah, you've got IR detect, and the phone will show you, yes, this in real life. Try this for real. Point a phone camera at the TV remote and press a button. IR, yes, infrared shows up purple. I've done it a number of times because I'm going to customers on callouts, so you know I need to use this technique to understand if the remote is working. Yes, it doesn't show me the 940 nanometers. Yes, it's what it is that it does show you the color, and that's good enough. I don't have to take spectrometer from my shelf all the time. Yes, it's just that to see if the remote is working or not. So yeah, you've got 3 modules. The last one is really complex, you know, like wireless link. So you need to use the wireless link NRF24L01 to connect, and then you can for real increase and decrease the brightness, yes? Then you've got schematics, linear power supply, which is quite accurate, actually that's actually not bad. And you've got buck converter as well, yeah, so they are not actually bad, you know. Only I had to use feedback divider instead of 2 resistors. Unfortunately, you know, it's easier this way with logic, so it would take me more time to create bigger logic and even more debugging later. It's just too much, yes. And then here you've got simple things that you can build, like main socket, power supply. I think this one I've showed you already way back, and then you can use buck converter or just connect, you know, live, neutral, and earth, which you don't have to use earth connection. And then you cannot just plug in LED, yes, because you cannot plug in LED straight, because the LED has its own voltage. So if you would, where is the power off? It's powered off. Boom, yes. So you see it's showing you the error that it was burnt, yes, and you've got sound effect and etc. Yes, so that's what it is, that's what you get here. But if you use buck converter, for instance, yes, and if you will connect now buck converter, and now if you will use a diode LED, or you can pick up from here, well, I've got 2. And now when you will connect the diode, it will show you that it's overpowered, because you cannot set here voltage. Even if I will put here 1 or 2 volts, it will still, even 1 volt, it will still show that it's too much because the logic is not there. Yes, so it is shining. Yes, it's overload LED address, but for real it's not. Yes, so unfortunately those things are the way they are, and I will spend time for the more accurate stuff, and then yes, it will work properly. Yes, so the logic unfortunately is a big puzzle to plan well and so on, so it's quite challenging. Yes, powered off, and now you've got LED lighting, and you should hear hum in your speakers, guys. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Hopefully you've got a good idea. Oh, my camera is off. Okay, hopefully, hello, you've got a good idea why we don't have the zoom. Okay, no, not okay, not okay. Okay, so now it caught up. Now what it is that it's difficult to build that logic, and it consumes a lot of time and a lot of credits. So the professional version will be available probably in a month time or more. There's no way that I would find so much time, but we need it. We need it because we struggle to onboard new apprentices, and then the time from 0 to hero before they can do something is too long. So I want an apprentice to go through that whole program of simplest power supplies to really advanced power supplies. Meanwhile, add them debugging and understanding section by section. And when they've got power supplies, we can then add them repairs on power supply when you cannot see the short, for instance. Yes, but you need to understand it. Then meanwhile, I can do as well the standby. Yes, unfortunately Gemini was poor. It was able to describe what I wanted and do it, but it wasn't a good enough for the how we call it, for the creativity. Yes, so when I wanted to say, okay, so what is the road to come from the simplest power supply to more advanced, it wasn't giving me, it gave me step by step, but then it wanted to go straight to the next module, which is audios. Yes, so I said, you know what, no, I need to think it through, and I thought that through, and I've added still don't see the vividness, the brightness. Anyway, so I had to go and use my logic and add to it. These LLMs are good, but as chat boxes, when you want them to do something more. Don't know why. Okay. So then those LLMs are good, but only as a chat boxes. But when you want them to do something special, you need to build your own specialized AI agent that is capable of doing things you want. Like we use for programming Inte.Playbook, and there are best practices, architecture, infrastructure, everything is over there. Whereas if you would use Claude just as a Claude, and you would try to build things and then deploy them and then do everything, it would so struggle, you've got no idea. Yes, so yes, it's not that easy yet with them, but as you see, it's capable. Yes, and I don't know if I can do it within a month, but if I'll do the program within a month, yes, I will share it. Okay, I will share it maybe for the first month completely for free, so people can test it, and then I will restrict it through the paywall. Yes, because it's a lot of work. This is not cheap. This is hours upon hours. You spend like hundreds of hours to build a really basic thing. Yes, and you need to pay for Claude as well. And so yeah, we've got 2 subscriptions, and one of my team has their own subscription as well. So yes, 4 people are here, devs, and then you've got as well one which works as a DevOps, and then I'm trying to teach apprentices to do as well help with DevOps. So this, because we do web solutions, we've got team in place, so then I can use the remnants, like credits which we don't use, to build those things. Yes, when I see, let's say till Friday I need to use one cloud code, then I can start to plan and develop those sections. But if I see that we're short on credits, I won't be buying another, you know, cloud and pay for another subscription to do this program, because we can wait. Yes, that's the beauty of it. We can wait. Guys, that's all I wanted to show you. The things are progressing really well, and hopefully you will find it useful. Or you know of someone who would like to learn electronics, and they can go to the website and use it. Yes, because that's the whole purpose. We share with people. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video, and bye bye.